So myself Raj Patel, and today I'll show you some basic yoga postures, or I would say asana, that we can do at home by using the chair. So let me begin. So the first standing pose I'll show you. Hello, myself Rajendra Patel. Yeah. So let me show you some few basic pose that anyone can do at home. So probably a couple of time I need to adjust my camera, but so you can see me properly. Yes, so I'm standing just close to the chair. So we are doing the first pose called Vrikshasana. It's good for stabilizing the hip here because of the older age. Hip stability is very much important. So this one anyone can practice. So you place the hand on the chair, then you turn the right foot out and be stable on the standing leg. This is going to be the standing leg, and then move the hip in, and then place the other foot on inner side of the standing leg. So the chair help you to stabilize this hip here. Otherwise, your leg go like that. So you place the hand, place the foot, and move the hip in. This hip in, so you become stable. And then once you get the stability, move the right knee back as far as possible. So this is called Vrikshasana, that it teach you how to keep your hip stable. You can use the prop, you can use the wall. If you don't have chair, you can do with the facing the wall, and you can do the same pose. So understand what is the stability required in the standing leg here. This is the hip area, the outer hip. That's what keep your hip stable. Okay, that's the first pose. Now let me show you another standing pose called Trikonasana. It's called triangle pose. So I'm showing you all poses with the chair, so anyone can do it. Okay. So you stand wider, both feet parallel. Now you turn the foot out, then heel in. So it's like you get nice heel to arch alignment. Yes. So now it is side facing pose. So the pelvic is facing front. Now inhale, exhale, 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 and then you press the hand on the chair, and then you turn. You turn. This is the absolute beginner version of the pose. So you rotate your navel and chest. But the most important is this is my left leg. So the left hip should come forward towards the camera, and the right thigh goes back. So your hip open, your pelvis area open. Then you turn the chest also. So both the poses, every pose which I am showing you today is you can do both sides. But in the recording, I am not showing you the other side. So this is my left leg I am showing you, and then you turn the foot in, and then you join the legs. Then the same pose you can do the right side. Okay. So we have done two poses. Now I am showing you the third pose. It's called Warrior One. So you see that one. Stand the legs wider. So you see that the amount of width I'm getting in the both standing width, it depends on your ability in opening in the groins and the hip area. So you stand firm. This is starting of the pose. So you stand firm with the legs straight, place the feet firmly, and then arms wider. Arms wider. Now belly should not fall down. So lift the lower abdomen up and be straight in the pose. Now I turn the right foot out. I'm showing you this time. I show you the pose right side. So I turn the foot out and heel in. So it gets nice heel to arch. Nice heel to arch. Then with the pelvis, the belly up, pelvis in center. Now inhale, exhale. You bend the right leg. You bend the right leg. You bend the right leg here. You see my right knee is almost touching the chair. So I know that my knee is not going beyond the ankle. And you stay. This is called Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. This is developing your legs. But you don't hold, as a beginning, you don't hold the pose too much longer because it's increase your heart rate. So you stay for a few breaths, and then you straight the leg, then you turn the foot in, and you come back. You can do repetitions in the beginning, then you can stay longer. like 30 seconds or 1 minute maximum. Okay. Then you join legs together. So this is called warrior 1, warrior 2. Now I'll show you another pose from warrior 2. We can go to another pose called Parshvakonasana, which is a side angle in the pose. So this time I'm showing my demo on the left side. But you can do your own practice. All the pose you do the right side, and then all pose you do the left side. So you can save your time. But I'm showing you some different variations, so I keep changing myself. Okay. Again, same thing. Inhale, exhale, bend forward. Yes, so see the my knees touching. Then you extend the torso and then hands on the chair. Hands on the chair. Then the bottom leg is to be fully pointing down. Root, fix your bottom foot. The back leg, fix it. Then you turn your navel and chest. And normal breathing. Then again, inhale, come up. You straight the leg. You turn the foot in. And then come down. Okay, this is called Parshvakonasana. It's a side angle pose. The whole side body is like an angular form. That is also developing the legs. Okay, now I'll show you another pose. It's called Warrior 1 or Virabhadrasana 1. So I stand facing the chair, then you walk back. Walk back in the big step. Now the left foot turn little out and the right foot forward. So if you see my back foot is in angular form. So if I show you front facing camera, it's like an angular form. Angular form. Like this. Angular form. So the back foot is an angular. It's not up fully out like this. Just angle. Right? So you understand from the side facing. So I turn the foot out and this foot forward. That's what we start. So now it's a front facing pose. So the both pelvic should be facing front. Then initially you keep the hands on the waist for beginning. Make sure this leg is straight, firm. And then you exhale, bend the front leg. Exhale, bend the front leg. Exhale, bend the front leg. The back foot should be touching down. This back leg, back thigh back. And now slowly raise your arms up. Raise your arms up. So this is called Warrior 1. Then straight the front leg, both arms, and walk forward. This is called Virabhadrasana 1, Warrior 1. Okay. I'll show you another pose about how to open the back leg, like a hamstring. So you keep the hands on the chair, and then you walk back. So you walk back sufficiently till your hip and the hip in the same line. Then you push first bend the legs. You remove the tightness here by bending the legs. So you move the buttocks up. You roll the buttocks up, get the full extension in the chest, in the back body, then slowly you straighten the leg. Keep looking up. Once your torso is perpendicular to the floor, then you just release the head down. But keep your legs firm. Keep your feet facing to the floor and pull the torso forward. So the whole back is absolutely straight. To come up, lift yourself off and come forward. Okay, this is called Ardha Uttanasana. This is called Uttanasana is a full bending, but this is the Ardha Uttanasana. So now I'll show you bending and touching hands to the floor. It's called Uttanasana. So as a beginning, you feet wider like a mat width as a beginning, or like a hip width, and then inhale, exhale, you bend from the hip joint here, but at the same time you have to lift the back leg up like this, and hands to the chair. This is the beginning. It depends on person that how much they can do. So you lift the buttocks up, you pull the torso forward. With the maintaining the torso forward, can you touch the hands to the floor? Yes, you can do that. If you can do, you can do. But pull the torso forward. So your first focus is to get the concave back. Get the concave back before you bend like this down. First you get the concave back. To come up, hands on the chair, inhale and come. Like this is just a very short video, so I may not able to cover a lot of things, but at least give you some idea that what you can practice at home. Then let's say we do some couple of sitting pose. So you sit on the chair. You sit on the chair. Then raise the right leg up. The right ankle on the left knee. See, the hips are level. So maintaining the hips level, your knee also should be level. That's the beginning. Some of you may be like this because there is a tightness in the hip. So once you start sitting with the daily practice, automatically you will be able to like sitting like this. And sit taller. Then you do the other side. So both the knee comes in the same line. The pelvis is also in the same line. So there is a rotation, external rotation happening there. Okay, come down. Okay. Now I'll show you some basic bending, forward bending. If you are sitting on the chair, it's much easy for you. So keep the feet wider, and with you're bending from here. So inhale, exhale, and bend forward like this. Exhale and bend forward, and hands to the floor. Then you walk the hands forward, walk the hands forward. So get the whole spine longer and longer. So you don't bend like this. So let me show you the side facing. So you get the idea what I'm talking. So when you sit here, you bend forward from the root of the spine, you bend forward and pull the torso forward, pull the torso forward. So the spine is getting longer and longer. Like this. It's not like this. There might be tightness here. So you extend the torso forward. You extend the torso forward. So work with the arms. This is a very safe way to bend forward instead of doing the standing leg. Then you walk back. Now let me show you some shoulder work. We did some legs, but I'll show you some shoulder also. So arms wider, raise your arms like the shoulder height, and you swing your arms like this. You swing your arms. You swing your arms. The final time you swing your arms, the left elbow down, right elbow up, and then interlock the fingers. So elbows are like a shoulder height. So if I show you the side facing, it looks like this. Currently my left elbow is down, but second time when you do, you keep the right elbow. Okay, that's the one pose called Gomukhasana. Another pose I'll show you regarding for the shoulder stiffness that anyone can do is called Garudasana. Okay, the first what we did is Garudasana. Now I'm showing you the Gomukhasana. So I'm getting the build. You may need, I don't need, but you may need. So you see that my left elbow goes, keep the left arm angular and like a 45 degree. You turn the arms and then you move the arm back. So how it looks like this. Okay. Then the top arm, which is my right arm now, raise the right arm up. And you turn the arms in, then you bend the arms. So I reach, my both hands I'm reaching. I'm holding my arms here. This opens your chest and armpit region. This area is good for opening here to get you good breathing in your upper body. The same pose you can do the left side. You can hold pose for 10 seconds, 20 seconds. But in short video, I'm just going a little faster. So you turn the arms. See, when I turn the arms, I'm not dropping my shoulder tip forward. Still, I'm just turning the arm. Then you bend the arm. Now left arm up. You turn the upper arm in and then you bend and you reach. Release your arms. So this is what I showed you with the sitting or using the chair. Now the last pose I show you with the, it's a very common pose in every yoga studio, every class, is the pose name called downward dog. So how to go in the pose? You kneel down. So you spread the fingers like a shoulder, hands like a shoulder width, feet are like a hip width. You walk the feet back, so it depends on your height and structure. But from here, you bend the legs, curl the toes in. First, keep the knee bent and push yourself up. Push yourself up. Push yourself up. Maintaining that lift in the back, in the torso. Then finally you straighten the leg. You may not be able to touch the hip down, that is okay. But keep your knee straight, and elbow straight. You can stay here for 10 seconds, 20 seconds, and do number of times. This is one of the best pose to do as a beginner. But keep your arms and legs straight. Then you come down. If your knee is okay, if the knee is not bothering you, you sit on your heel, knees little wider, and walk the hips forward. And release the hip down. Then walk back, inhale and go. So I show you 5-7 poses. These are all beginner level poses that anyone can do at home. And just keep well and be healthy. That's what I wish. So all of you, namaste. Myself, Raj Patel, and I teach Iyengar Yoga. So if anyone like to contact, I'll give you my cell number 647-989-9642. And I'm thankful to DD Show. They give me opportunity to taught Iyengar Yoga for the wellness program. And all of you, be healthy and be safe. Bye.